when I kind of first discovered my core belief is actually when Sunil did a little piece of work with me around the personality and the being, and then kind of understanding where the first, where it stems from, and that moment in which you develop a core belief. And my first one, when I discovered it, was powerlessness, that I'm powerless over other people. And that opened up, it was in that moment when I saw that it wasn't just about me being powerless, like generally or anything like that. I just saw how that core belief affected every single part of my life, from how I brought up my children, to how I worked, to how I related to other people, but even just this idea of getting to work on time, and how I allowed that thing to pervade in every little way. My story was always that everybody else was powerful and that I wasn't, so everything was in charge. So I kind of suddenly realized how I can take control and how I have responsibility and how I bring forth those changes in myself. And the first one was getting to the office on time. That actually, if I thought about it responsibly, if I wanted to get to the office on time, the way to get to the office on time was to leave half an hour before, to plan to leave half an hour before, so that if I left, if I left a minute or two late, there was no consequences to it. On the other side, it actually meant I had time to find parking and actually account for that. It wasn't just the drive from my door to the parking lot, it was all of it together. Then I had time if the traffic lights weren't in my favor, or there was a slow truck or a slow learner or whatever, and I would arrive 5 minutes before, and I would be calm, and I wouldn't be stressing out, and I wouldn't have a big story that I was telling myself about life. This was me being responsible and taking charge of my own life. So that's a very simple and easy example. There's obviously, when you kind of live with something like that, it always comes up again and again in different situations. So, if I'm in an argument or a dispute with somebody, that actually there's that moment when I realize that I'm responding again in a way in which I feel powerless, and finding the way to kind of go, actually, no, where's my responsibility in this situation? How do I change my responses, that I'm not reacting from a place of feeling powerless, and that I step in and I can do that. I can respond to that in a different way. I think it always becomes like a kind of a journey, right? It's kind of a journey that's never done. You always find, it's got me here again. It's come up again in this way. And it's a dance with it. You choose your moment in which you kind of go, I've woken up again. This is a different aspect and a different way it plays out. And you have the chance to step up and kind of make the change and choose to be different in that moment.